It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He finds his man complete. That's Bennett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Check three. Check three.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bennett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return is Logan. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Back to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Hurts. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Sanders pushes him over, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Golladay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. You that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
From the 41, Hurts throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. brings up second and a yard. At the 7-yard line.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Roses now to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Rams 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return is Logan. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, the return is Callaway.
Come on, baby.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Benham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw here. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
They'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Hang on, he's there. Mike 17. All day.
He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 17.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Over the 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking deep for Bennett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Rams have won the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.